Hey, it's 3:07 here. My husband's out kayaking on the river, and I did an announcement for my members about a group Zoom that's happening tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you're interested, you should be contacting me about that. I'll put my email down below. But this is your summary. Sandman 1 and 2. Sandman 2 is the one responding because Sandman 1 is still working on our behalf. So please keep your prayers up there for him. It is a cold day here. I'm really struggling because I washed my hair last night, so my hair is still a little damp. So that's why I got the hat on. That's why the furry coat, because But anyways, I'm praying for everybody. But look, he said the remittance are dropping slowly, but I just got this article that he sent that was just released today. It says the U.S. dollar exchange transactions against the Iraqi dinar closed at a slightly higher rate in the markets of Baghdad and Erbil today. Let's see. It said that the USD recorded a closure rate of 153.400 IQD to 100 in Al-Kafai and Al-Harith Central Exchanges, 900 IQD above the opening rate this morning. The selling and buying of the USD in Baghdad's parallel market settled at 154.5 and 152.5 Iraqi dinar to 100 respectively. In the capital city of Kurdistan region, the USD selling and buying rates stood at 153.350 and 153.150. Now that's not the direction we're looking for, but guys, keep your hope alive. Please keep your hope alive that it's going to happen. And now I'm going to bring you, let's see, again, that announcement video is loading now for all my channel members. I'm just publishing it. There you go. You can go over and watch that. It's 3 minutes. It's a clarification of the group Zooms. There was a lot of confusion, so you can go look at that. I'm doing group Zooms so everybody can share in the cost, and it still is efficient for my time and Isa's time. She's getting a piece of it too. So we need at least, I think, 5 to 7 to 10 people per group to make it worth it. And we're going to try for tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And if you want to pay for it, but you can't be there live or don't need to be there live, then always request, we'll give you a copy. Okay. So that's what we're doing. So now I'm going to go back and get the general news from our intel providers as of this afternoon. Most of it should be out by now, given the timing of which people's calls happen and stuff. So let's see. Here we go. Sandy Ingram, the Iraqi dinar is not on the Forex market yet. The Iraqi dinar is an exotic currency, as is the Vietnamese dong currencies, are traded in pairs on the Forex market. These three main types, majors, minors, and exotics. The more liquid an asset is, the easier and more efficient it is to turn it back into cash. Major currency pairs have the highest trading volume. Exotic currencies are not traded that often. There is little technical analysis or data available to support trading decisions for exotic currencies. That's just information about how it works when they go in pairs, I guess. Mark Z, I'm not a trader. I don't know that much about it. I just know the banks inside and out, and because I audited them in my former life. I also know how it works because I also dated a branch manager for 5 months. So if you want tips and trips of how to find a branch that could possibly be the one you go, then you'll need to contact me or get on a group Zoom because that's definitely the cheapest way to get the strategies. So this is Mark Z. A number of bank contacts keep saying to stay calm. It's coming. I feel fantastic about where we are. According to Mark, that's what he said. He feels fantastic. I do too. Iraq says it's pushing forward with its economic reforms this month. Let's see what happens this month. Walking stick. The closer we get to this monetary reform, much more will be revealed. So much is already being revealed and put in print, but as we get closer, you will see so much more. A lot of people have a lot of different perspectives. What's your perspective? Without telling anybody exactly what you have. And then Pimpy even said, people are asking questions about the deletion of the zeros, and they're worried about it. So he said, here's where some people get, in his words, pissy, because there's an article everybody keeps talking about, the study of the deletion of 3. Pay attention to the wording. It doesn't say anything at all about the exchange rate. It says clear as day, the deletion of the zeros are to remove the 3 zeros off the currency, the banknote, and nothing about the rate. The banknote, it's not complicated. The worst thing that can happen for us is those suckers turn around and delete the zeros and then change the exchange rate. I'm not saying they're going to do that, but it's an option. Most likely they're going to change the exchange rate in increments. That is Pimpy's perspective. What do you think? Comment down below. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate everybody here in this platform, God bless you all. This is Frank 26. Question: the war is likely escalating in the Middle East. When Iran gets involved with all this, will all this negatively affect the rate, the float? In his opinion, in Frank 26 opinion, the war is affecting more the relationships between counties in the Middle East. As far as it is affecting the monetary reform of the Iraqi dinar, that's in a sealed envelope, figuratively speaking. It has nothing to do with the war. Once that envelope is opened, it would definitely probably have some cause and effect on the float in the basket. Because what countries are in those baskets? Yeah, the ones that might be affected, but I don't think it'd be affected in a negative way. War has a tendency to speed things up. Also, Mark Z and Militiaman question: what happens if they just print new notes and the dinar we hold are not good anymore? Mark Z's response: that will never be accepted in the international world. You would have to have a closed economy to do that, like North Korea. You cannot do that to the international world, though. Militiaman's response: we can clearly see the people behind this, which is the WTO, the World Trade Organization, the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, the Bank of International Settlements, the Federal Reserve Bank, the US, Canada, the UK. All kinds of countries hold dinar in their foreign currency reserves. Iraq cannot just say, sorry guys, we aren't paying you. This is not going to happen. We are talking trillions. Look at the US. The U.S. Embassy in Iraq is one of the biggest in the world. One of our presidents said we are going to get paid back for this. They are planning big things over the next few months, and we need an exchange rate to match that. Sudani has been moving on steroids to get this done. I agree. There's been so much going on. And this is Bruce's intel via Wiser Now. I got a call that said the U.S. Treasury was going to send out an email to all banks and redemption centers. When we talk to people like the Southeastern Regional Manager of Wells Fargo and certain other people, they say everything is done, everything's done. We don't know why it hasn't happened. And when you get that from your top banking sources, that you really haven't heard what that email was, it tends to make us believe, yes, we're super close, but we still don't know exactly when it's going to happen. Let's see. And again, Pimpy's case lately has been you're going to see it go up in increments, but at least he's saying it's going to go up, which is very positive. And then Walking Stick, Iraqi banks are having a stampede of people going in because of the understanding of the monetary reform education. Direct deposit accounts were open for the citizens that didn't have any accounts. They opened up about 1 million, and they're not done yet. These bank accounts are extremely important for the monetary reform. I talked about that in my live this morning in great detail. It said these accounts are for payments that will be made to the citizens, salaries given to the citizens, for any retirement salaries given, for HCL payments. What they are doing is extremely important for the monetary reform process. I talked in detail this morning about what that's about. Is they want people all on the same system. They want people to get their money in the banks. They're holding up the HCL saying you're going to get it with these bank accounts, retirement, all of that's going to come through direct deposit through a banking account. They're trying to get everybody onto the banking system. Remember, banks rule the world right now. It's just a fact of life. My Zoom talked about that. So, you know, it's good for the monetary reform. They're going to, once a good percentage of people get their money in those banks, like we are here in the U.S., then they're going to do it, right? So that's all good news for us in our investment. So no bummer out about that. This is Breitling. This is a publication. Somebody, I think, said out of Arizona, maybe. It says, why do the Iraqi citizens want to keep using the dinar when the value is so low? Not everybody has access to the U.S. dollar, for one thing. Number two, it's artificially low. A lot of Iraqis know this. They know what's going on. There's nothing they can do about it. That's one of the things, if you watch the parliamentary elections of Iraq, one of the number one campaign promises all these guys make is we're going to add value to the dinar. They know it's artificially low. They look around and think, we're selling more energy. The price for a barrel is more. We have more customers, and yet the dinar is worthless, and we're running around in poverty. That's a pretty good summation of where it is right now and why it's going to change. Militiaman, I highly recommend people pay attention to what we're talking about, because this is not something to take lightly. If you're still on the fence, I really think you should start doing your research. I hate to see anyone miss out on an opportunity. Claire is talking about there was an article selling an Iraqi currency dating back to the era of King Ghazi for 100,000 pounds sterling. Quote, a very rare Iraqi currency dating back to the royal era was sold in the country today, Monday, at a fantastic price of 100,000 pounds sterling, or approximately million Iraqi dinar. That's for collectors. They always pay overprice for certain things. Guru Hinig, the situation with the Iraqi dinar is no longer limited to few observers. It's getting worldwide attention, which is always good for us. And Frank 26 said 2023 was the year of preparation for the monetary reform to be revealed. We are now in that position. We are now in the position that the monetary reform is being revealed to the citizens of Iraq. One of the things that is happening, and I pray that it happens faster, is the value of the Iraqi dinar is going to go up every day, causing the dollar to go down, down, down. Once they reach a certain plateau that they're looking for, they're going to float the currency. That's why they educated the citizens about the float. Mark Z said, with the government forcing the use of the dinar only from now on, they need to have a higher value, or these people who have the green light to come in and start building are not coming. I am being told from his folks on the street over there to watch in the coming days and weeks for the rate of the Iraqi dinar on the prices of goods to change. To me, this signals there is going to be a substantial change, and they told us they are going to implement their economic reforms in the month of January, and the exchange rate is a key issue in those. Guys, there's just so much good news. They're educating the citizens about their currency is going to go up in value, and they're enticing them to get those bank accounts prepared, which I just talked about. So guys, we are in the best position I think we've been in the 11 years I've been in this. So what do you think? Comment down below. I'd love to see your comments. I'd love to see you on a group Zoom someday. God bless everybody. Have a great night. Bye.